Okay, we are on to lesson 7, and in lesson 7 we have the same kind of blocks that we're used to by now, and they've already been done and completed here, but if we scroll down to the bottom, it's the same thing that we had before where it's a square, so they're both, it's 2 and 2 here. But what it's showing us in this lesson is that we are finding the area. So before we were just kind of counting all of the blocks and figuring out how many blocks in total, but the blocks will be going away soon. I don't know in this chapter, but and we will just see these numbers like this, and we will multiply these two just like it's done on this side, and we'll just multiply them and get our answer and not count the blocks anymore. Excuse me. Because now we should know our 2s, we should know our 5s. So the blocks we don't really need to use as much anymore. So when we come down here, you see 2 times 2 gives you those 4 square inches. And that's what we're kind of looking for here, to just multiply and get our answer at this point, not counting the blocks. And if you look over here, we're already, this one already is kind of getting rid of the blocks because it's just 1 meter by 1. It's just 1 by 1. So so it's 1 square meter because it's 1 times 1. Okay. So in these, now in these word problems, they will start kind of getting you used to the idea of an area. So it's good to kind of make that box that they want you to make, so you can do the area and learn to take the area of a rectangular shape. So in number 7, for example, it says Sam wants a garden around his mailbox. If the space is 5 feet wide and 8 feet long, what is its area? Okay, so then we would do a garden around the mailbox, so this can be the garden, okay? And then it says 5 feet wide, so we can put 5 feet right here. And it says 8 feet long, so we can put the 8 right here. What is its area? Area is length times width. Multiplication. So area is length times width. So it would be 8 times 5. And what does that give us? 8 times 5. If we take half of 8, it's 4. We put that 0, and it's 4. So yes, the kids always get a little bit with area and perimeter. And what I like to say is that the perimeter are all of these numbers that we have on the outside. So if we have, for example, this one, if we have 2 here, 3 here, then this would be 2 and this would be 3. So we would only count those. We would not count anything that would be on the inside, kind of like over here where there's blocks on the inside. Those would not be counted. It would only count just this outside area. So that's the difference between area and perimeter. Area is everything, all of the blocks, and perimeter is only the outer layer together. So right now we're on area. Area is multiplication. Okay, we come over here, these have already been done for us, but see, we have 10, we have the 3, and 10 times 3 is going to give us that area of 30 square feet. Same thing over here, we have the 10, length is 10 inches, width is 5 inches, and length times width, 10 times 5, will give us that 50 square feet, inches squared. Okay. See, and all of these word problems, that's what they want you to do. Each and every one of them is going to have you make some kind of rectangular shape and then multiply to find the area. Okay, see these, how we're already, the blocks are all phased out. Okay, we're not counting blocks anymore. Now we are doing our multiplication that we have already learned. Here's our 10s, here's our 2s, these are 1s, and more 10s over here and 2s. So, number 7, a new town will be built on a large square of land that measures 5 miles on each side. How many square miles will the town contain? So we make our square. Remember, squares on each side, they're going to be 5. So 5 on each side. How many square miles will the town contain? Well, we know that to find the area, we have to do length times width. And our length and our width are the same. It's just 5. So 5 times 5 equals 25. So just make sure you're drawing your squares, your rectangles, so that when you're doing these problems, you know what it is that you're doing, because just seeing these squares and these rectangles will remind you, we're multiplying. We've done this before. Okay. And here we have some review over here of 9 times 5, and those are the 5s, the 10s, the 0s, and like I said in previous videos, do not get confused and think, oh my gosh, what is this? I don't know my 7s. We haven't learned 7s yet. No, look at the other number and make sure that you find the number we have been learning. Okay, we've done so far our 0s, our 1s, 2s, 5s, and 10s. That's what we've done so far. Okay, and these are all the same. It's area and it's review of multiplication. We have some subtraction, addition and subtraction here. This is a good one because it is one where you have to carry. Okay, and there are, let me focus this camera a little bit more. But yes, this one is a good one because you have to carry in this one. So this is 9 plus the 2 gives you 11. You put 1 here, 1 there. Then we have 5 plus 3 is 8. 1 more equals 9. Okay? So that's the way to kind of work that problem out. Another way that we could work this problem out is counting our 1s and our 10s separately. So our 1s would be 9 plus 2 is 11, and 50 plus 30 is 80. And then we just add, and it's 1, 9. So that's a different way. When you add and subtract, well, usually when you add by place value, you add your 1s and then you add your 10s, and then kind of add them together. It is very helpful, especially when the problems start getting a little more tricky and the numbers start getting a lot bigger. So that's just another way to do it. Okay, this is some more review. Okay, and yep, that's all for chapter 7. So again, if you guys have any questions at all about this chapter, then always message me. I'm more than happy to answer any questions. Thank you guys for watching.